Well, welcome to the channel, everybody. We will start the podcast in 8 minutes. Meanwhile, if you'd like and share and hit that button, hit that bell. Oh, gee, our mics are live, so watch what you say.
Can't talk about hardware.
Can't talk about hardware. So, man, everything last night was OK Corral. Did you hear about that?
What's
The
that?
shootout over in the parking lot at No Frills?
No, I heard about a shooting at QT.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're same parking lot.
No,
it
this
was
was
in front of the QT, I think, in that parking lot.
really.
Yeah, because I saw a car with bullet holes in it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, well, the stream is telling us we have an excellent connection.
Yeah, what changed?
I changed something on there, but I don't know what I did. All I know is if it stays like that, never mind.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I reduced it down to 6,000 instead of 68. But I guess I'm going to have to find a geek to come in here and tell me what to do. But it shows that, the stream is doing pretty good.
It checks out okay.
We are 6 minutes before the podcast starts.
No, there was another shooting and another QT over off of 20 and like Park Springs or something like.
Park Springs.
Yeah. Spring Park and 20.
Oh, the new QT.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is going on?
And some gal who's pregnant got killed.
Oh no.
And the guy with her was taken to the hospital.
Was it a road rage thing?
They didn't know at this point.
Good Lord. I guess we're trying to catch up with L.A.
I know.
And we're going to be talking about California a little bit here. We're going to talk a little bit about California in a little bit.
Frustrating subject.
Yeah. So all you young people out there on TikTok, take notice. Take notice of what's going on around our country. And do your due diligence when it comes to these people that are telling you how good things are or how good things aren't. Because the media will lie to you, and there are certain politicians that will lie to you. Just saying, everybody. Now, well, we'll wait for that. We'll start the new intro music.
Did you find a decent one yet? Or?
Well, we didn't get a copyright off of that music. So we'll do it. No, I did not find a decent one because I've been running all week between the VA and Jill. I have not had time to really, because there's a lot of music to go through that is just trash.
Absolutely.
that doesn't fit our narrative. So I'm trying to find something that fits with our image. But meanwhile, let's play this one. Here we go, everybody. Good evening, Texas bikers, bikers all across the nation and the world. This is Texas Biker Radio, number 682.
Getting close to that magic 7.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll celebrate. But hey, I got some stuff going on up above us here. The one talking about Trump, that was originally. When I had that thing up there, it was, it's a YouTube channel, but what I had up there was the riot that's going on over in London and in Ireland, where they burnt down 37 hotels
Oh, wow.
that migrants, hopefully they wasn't in them, but it is out of control, and if you'll give me a minute,
I saw where the Brits apologized for editing Trump's speech.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about right now up there. That's what they're talking about. Let me get rid of that. because that wasn't a topic that I want. But they did apologize, but they don't want to pay him any money. And I have a feeling that that Trump is going to want them to pay up. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, yeah. Where do we want to start at, OG? Where do we want to start at? We got some motorcycle stuff too. Not much, but let's talk about that for a minute. Because when I was at the Texas motorcycle stampede over in the stockyards, I did run into a couple of 1%ers. Now, they were not wearing their cuts. And in case you're new to the program, this is a cut. Some people call it a vest. I don't know what else they would call it. The only two names I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I ran into these fellas, and one of them we know quite well. And I was glad to see him. Great guy. Would not take a plea deal.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I ran into him. I said, hey, man, look, everything is just freaking quiet. What the heck is going on? He said, oh, yeah, everybody's staying on the down low. Because I guess the public perception and the law enforcement, and you know how they do.
Yep.
They exaggerate everything. And so, but maybe we'll be able to talk about that. Oh, and he did release me to post the dog attack. So you guys, you want to see something where a law officer loses control of his weapon. And a dog is a weapon. Because they will maul you. Because that's what they're trained to do.
Yep.
You did that at one time in your life, right?
That's right.
So those dogs are badasses.
We used to take them down to the railroad yards
Uh-huh.
and blood them.
What does that mean?
Vagrants?
Oh, okay.
Turn them loose on vagrants.
That's one way to do it.
Taste blood.
Yeah. Wow. So you wasn't sending them after a little bunny or anything like that?
Oh, no.
No. Nothing like the real thing, huh?
Yeah.
So anyway, I've got the okay to post that video.
Cool.
And I will show it on the next podcast. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Because that police officer, and I'm telling you right now, he lost control of his weapon. Just saying, everybody. Just saying.
Ill-trained.
Yes.
Or he did it on purpose.
Yeah, well, that too, yeah, could be. But,
Because they do respond
yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
If a properly trained attack dog
Uh-huh.
will respond to command quickly unless they become more aggressive as the perpetrator becomes aggressive.
Well, we'll analyze it when we get
Okay,
there.
yeah.
When we bring it on next week, we'll analyze it and just see where and why he lost control, or did he lose control of his
That's
attack
right.
dog?
That's right.
I'm just saying, everybody.
He may have said he did,
Yeah.
but that's not probable.
So, OG, I guess the big news, and we'll get to some motorcycle stuff here in a little bit. And really, that was motorcycle we were just talking about. But the big news is now is the shutdown is over.
Well, wait a minute. Let's back up a little bit.
Uh-oh. Or is it?
I saw something that is disturbing.
Okay.
It was the the rally down Galveston, the Lone Star.
Uh-oh.
Some poor guy was on the Strand amongst a bunch of bikes.
Yeah.
His bike caught on fire.
Oh, wow.
Now, everyone started videoing. They pulled out their cameras and taking pictures and shots and the whole bit.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what's fixing to happen. Go ahead.
One guy runs around and finds a fire extinguisher and puts the fire out. Now, it's a sad commentary to watch your brother's bike burn and do nothing.
That's what I was going to guess.
Yeah.
Nobody came to the aid of the guy that was trying.
Just one person.
And when actually multiple people should have been taking action.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead, they break out their damn cameras.
Yep.
Like a bunch of little bitty teenagers.
Yeah.
Or the
Bunch of bitches.
The teenagers that go out there
Yeah.
and attack somebody.
That's
and
right.
then everybody stands around and films it. Incredible. Incredible. Shame on you guys. It doesn't matter who it is.
Or what they're riding.
Yes, and especially in what they're riding.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they're on two wheels. They may not be a member, but they're still a member of our community.
Now, I will say this. If you're on an electric bike,
Oh,
you're on your own.
that's another thing. That could
Yeah.
have been a spontaneous combustion.
Well, they're dangerous. The fumes are lethal. And they can't put it out anyway. So
Yeah.
just run like
That's
hell.
true. You can't put water on it.
That's right.
It just exacerbates it. Yeah. Take note, everybody. It makes it worse.
So that's it on the biker scene.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I at then? Oh, the end of the shutdown.
Yeah.
The end of the shutdown. You know what's crazy about that, OG? They all show up last night to vote. So they voted it, and the president signed it last night, I guess, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock, whatever it was. And, said it never should happen, which is correct. But what they do? Went home. They voted, and then they left again.
Yeah.
They should have their asses there. They have to do this again, what, another month or so?
Yep.
So, hey, stay there, keep your asses there till you get it done, till you get a budget. This crap has got to stop.
Now, what's not talked about publicly, is all the bullshit that was snuck into the new bill that they voted on.
The continuing resolution.
Yeah, the CR.
That they said was a single bill.
Yeah. And
Uh-oh.
lots of bullshit was snuck in.
Oh, God.
But they're great for that. Including,
Well, there could be.
and what the hell does this have to do with a shutdown? THC and federalizing the THC situation to shut down all the THC sales in America.
So they got that in there.
Yeah.
How in the hell does that happen? They said just one thing.
That's
A clean bill.
That's bullshit.
I'm going to have to call my congressman.
Unless you're, listen, get your supply up on Delta 8 because it's going to be gone.
What is that?
Delta 8?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can be flying higher than a kite with Delta
hell.
8.
I don't think we need to be doing that and riding a motorcycle. I'm
Lots
just
of,
saying, everybody.
Lots of veterans with PTSD
Yeah,
count on that shit.
yeah. I guess they got to get me some.
Yeah?
Oh, wait a minute, it's going to be gone. Damn. So anyway, hey, look, the big news is today, old Fetterman, he had forget those other people. Fetterman's on the left. He had a ventricular fibrillation, which is a heart rhythm disorder.
Yeah.
And so he passed out while he was walking.
Fell on his face.
Yeah, so, yeah, right. He said,
If you think you were ugly before.
yeah, he's really bashed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the despicable left
Oh, yeah.
is making lots of comments about this misfortune. And it's horrendous.
They'll try and get rid of him if they
They're
can.
evil. These people are evil.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And that's the reason you young people on TikTok, that's the reason we're saying do your due diligence. Because you have to recognize which side is evil. Now, I can say one thing, OG, that I could give a shit less about Epstein.
It remains,
and
everybody,
who went to his damn island? Every fat cat in the world went there.
everybody's thinking Trump is trying to hide something.
Yeah,
And that is such a load of bull crap.
yeah,
If there were anything in the Epstein files
yeah.
that involved Trump,
Uh-huh.
the Democrats would have brought it out when he was running for the presidency.
Yes.
In a
Yes.
hot second. So why do they think they can dig up something now unless it's manufactured?
Because they're lunatics.
Yeah. Delusional.
Yes. They're throwing anything and everything at the wall
Yeah.
to try and get Trump and prove that they're fighting.
I think
And,
they're going to make crap up.
Well, yeah, they will. They will.
They'll-
They're already doing that kind
They'll
of stuff.
counterfeit something like they did with the Russian deal.
Yeah, yeah. They're just flat ass evil liars. And it's really easy to figure it out. Which party is evil?
Yeah.
It really is. But OG, can you wait? Can you wait to go see The Running Man?
Yeah.
Now, all that is another Hollywood remake.
Yeah.
Remember The Running Man back in the day?
Yeah, I can't remember who was in it.
Oh, it's Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So here they are. Here's a remake. Most of the remakes they do nowadays are pieces of crap. And they were talking about the other day, of the last 9 movies that's been released, they've all been a bust. Because
No,
they're just making
yeah.
the same thing over and over and over.
Zero imagination.
You know what? I cannot go see another superhero, a comic book character.
Yeah.
They have wore them out, where people are doing things that's beyond their ability. Nobody that I know of can fly on his own. And I hate seeing what do they call it? The things where it's fake, where he flies through the air. You know, the only one really doing stunts and neat stuff nowadays is Cruise. Hanging on the airplanes.
Yeah.
He's really doing that crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not CG or whatever they call it. It's not any of that stuff. That's a real actor and stuntman all in one. Incredible. And a great pilot. Flies jets, flies anything, flies helicopters.
He's got it all.
He's all rolled into one. It's incredible. It's incredible. Unlike Henry Ford, I guess that's his name. It may have been the right name. Anyway, he was the Raider of the Lost Ark.
Oh.
This is what happens when you get to our age. But, yeah. But, hey, let's get on to California. Let's get on to California, OT. Now, listen up, young folks. California, it's not this anymore. California is dying. OG, businesses are leaving like crazy. Silicon Valley, that used to be the big deal, they're all moving to Texas, Tennessee, wherever.
Yeah.
They're all moving out. And businesses are being forced out by gangs that are just going nuts.
Those are roller skates.
Yeah, those are old roller skates. Yeah, that's an old that's an old picture.
Yeah.
That's an old picture. But let's listen to this gal that we're fixing to listen to her, and listen to this, everybody.
We've got going on in California today is trash all over our streets, homeless people everywhere, problems with immigration that are 3 decades old, not allowing people that have been there a long time to work, and having open borders is one problem, but there's other problems. We have a housing crisis because things are too expensive. We have too many people in concentrated areas to actually provide any kind of services. So hospital, fire, police, things like that are hours and hours you're waiting. We're too big of a state for any one person to run without tremendous understanding of what it takes to run a corporation and be a good CEO. It's not a politician's job to be the governor of California. It's like being a president of a country. There's a lot to know. We've got these problems that have grown into massive financial and emotional despair. People are miserable and broke. And it is because we are so siloed in California that we can't be heard at the top level.
California is going broke. It is in, I think it's $495 billion in debt. They're going broke, and it's gonna collapse. And you know what, OG? I don't want a dime of my tax money going to bail them out. Not a dime. All these blue states are in that kind of shape.
Some federal judge somewhere
Yeah,
will mandate that they get federal money.
yeah. Or they say they'll
That's
try.
that much out of hand.
Yeah. So they're going broke. Then she talks about the housing prices. Hang on, everybody, because housing prices are fixing to plummet. Hollywood cannot sustain the state of California with everybody else leaving, including businesses that are being robbed every day. And those gangs that are robbing businesses are eventually going to make it into homes. As they run all the businesses out, stand by, everybody, because they're coming to what you got.
Yep.
And it's already happening with automobiles. They see a guy with a Rolex watch, or driving a Tesla or a fancy car. Guess what?
They want it.
They want it. They want it. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This thing is going to collapse. It is. And if you're one of them that had to stay because you don't have the wherewithal to get out, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I don't want my tax dollars bailing any blue state that's just spending money willy-nilly, whether it's on illegal aliens, housing them, the fraud and waste. Not to mention Gavin Newsom and that damn mayor of L.A., Karen or Sharon Bass.
Yep.
Those are two political morons. And that picture up above us right there is Palisades, which they haven't built many. They haven't built many homes, rebuilt them, if any. I think it was a couple of months ago I heard they had a permit for one.
And somebody's buying up a lot of property there.
Yeah, yeah.
For development.
Yeah, people are selling out.
Yeah.
They're just selling their property. And they're making pretty good money out of it because the property, but that's going to collapse too. They're going to need public housing for all these people that they're trying to take care of.
Low income.
Low income. And it will turn into trash, is what will happen. Pure trash. Now, the fact is, here's scenes in L.A., and this is not from a year ago. This is now, OG.
It's like a science fiction movie.
Yeah. All they did was move them around. Maybe, and they're still trying to get them out of Venice Beach, although they kept coming back there. They had one guy that kept coming back to the beach, and he went in and he destroyed all the toilets. Caused $10,000 worth of damage. They arrest him, then they let him right back out. This is today, that video you're watching right there. This is not a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's still going on. And there's a picture out there. I didn't get it. There's a picture out there where Gavin Newsom is walking past a homeless guy with a cup of coffee. And the guy's looking up at him and, like, help me out, bud.
Yeah.
He could give a shit less. Oh, all right. Well, wait a minute. Let's jump to this one. I can't wait for this one, OG. Cannot wait. Elon says the Tesla robot
Is here.
can be RoboCop.
Yeah. Ah.
So he can assign his robots to watch guys being let out of prison so they won't recommit crimes. But I would tell you, if they're in LA, the robot's going to be busy. He's going to need more than a few hundred. He's going to need them everywhere. In LA, in New York, because they've all got the same problems. And they're all going the same thing. Seattle, another one, is going to collapse. They're all going to collapse. Every one of them. Because people have got to leave. They can't stay. Even in Seattle, companies are leaving. And people are leaving. And let me tell you, they're going to have Seattle is going to have the highest taxes in this country. Seattle. Not California. Seattle. My grandkids got out of there just in time. Because now they also are going to elect a socialist, communist, Islamist.
It'll be interesting to see if Microsoft leaves
Yeah.
and relocates their campus.
You know, OG, and I'm of the opinion that we're never going to agree with these blue states or anything. It's going to be a constant battle.
Yeah.
Just maybe it's time for a split. Let them go their way, and the red states will go their way. But we ain't going to bail them out.
No.
And that's right, your congressman. We do not want to bail these states out. Period. And then one other thing, OG, if you're here illegally, you can never be an American citizen and never vote. Period. Because right now, in New York City, that's exactly what they're trying to do, and many of them did during the mayor's race.
The best thing they could do to New York is wall it off.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by Chicago.
Yeah.
Followed by some areas of LA and San Francisco and Seattle and
Yeah.
Portland.
Yeah.
Walled cities.
Okay, OG, getting to some motorcycle stuff there. Hey, look, we made some money.
Oh.
Yeah. Harley Davidson's been making headlines this month with a strong third quarter financials, new model announcement, racing initiatives, and holiday dealership updates. They're going to be off on Thanksgiving. All the dealerships are going to be closed. Yeah. So Q3 2025 earnings show a growth amid margin challenges. Harley Davidson reported a third quarter revenue of $1.341 billion, a 16% increase from $1.151 billion in Q3 in 2024. Driven by higher motorcycle sales, however, gross margins dipped 3.7 due to currency fluctuations and other costs. Operating income rose to an unspecified figure, with the company highlighting resilient demand in key markets. So maybe they're just paying attention to their customers.
Yeah.
a little bit, and they're going to be off on Thanksgiving to let them have a day,
That's
a
cool.
Thanksgiving weekend, probably.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, cool, man. This guy is a moron. Oh, he's saying Trump is jamming unprecedented extremism down Americans' throats. Oh, gee, we saw unprecedented extremism under 4 years of Biden.
Yep.
Did anybody vote that he would let 20 million people into this country and then try and give them all kinds of benefits, put them up in hotels, and they are not American citizens, and they try to put them on. Well, they did put them on SNAP and other things, and they continue to be in hotels.
Gave them FEMA money.
Yeah, and then cheated and got them money through NGOs.
Yep.
Everything was a fraud. Everything was a fraud. And now he's talking about unprecedented extremism. He's out of his freaking mind. He's out of his mind. Young people, know who your enemy is. Know who it is. And this guy is one of them. That's what I'm saying. But OG, how would you like to be working? And here we are. How would you like to be working? One of your co-workers takes a cement saw after you at work. How about that for a co-worker?
Yeah.
Illegal alien co-worker from Venezuela. Oh, wait a minute, OG. It gets worse. Look at this. Look at this. This is the guy and the cement saw he was using. Holy crap, man. What the hell? What? Run for your life. Or, OG, pull out a gun and cap him. That's a Texas way. Yeah,
Better number two.
yeah. My gosh. What a deal, everybody. What a deal. This is the reason these people do not belong in this country, and they need to be gone. But I want to show you another evil person. Young people, look up here. Look up here. This one right here. Chuck Schumer. Here we are. We're up here in his brain trying to find it.
And there's plenty of room for us.
That's right. So, you're up there in this little green square waving at you. So, so the Democratic shutdown, or the Schumer shutdown, cost the American taxpayers $15 billion a week. OG, $15 billion.
Yeah, the total was over $1 trillion.
Yeah. Unemployment rate for October will never be known. How many people were out of work? Now, I don't have any special feelings about federal workers being off. I mean, they make way more than the average schmuck does. And they know they work for the government, and they know this can happen. So you need to have a stash of money,
Yep.
so you can survive for 2 or 3 months.
Correct.
Because this would not go on in through the holidays here. But you know what? This kind of bullshit got to stop. It's got to stop. We could be right back in the same situation in a month. Because I think that continuing resolution goes to January.
Yep.
And then they're going to have some stuff solved by then. And hopefully they have a budget. Hopefully. That's what we're saying, everybody. what we're saying. Once again, let me show you. Here we are, up here looking for a brain. He has none. He got nothing. He got nothing. And this one, OG, this one. Here we are, and here's another person to our left that doesn't have a brain. Now, she said the shutdown made people focus on health care. It was very successful. Well, I got news for her. Everybody wasn't worried about health care. They knew Obamacare was a bunch of shit, and it was going to go up out of sight. What they were worried about was their next paycheck. What they were worried about was Thanksgiving coming and how you get from here to there and whatever else. That's what they were worried about. They were worried about airplanes that may fall out of the sky because the damn air traffic controllers wasn't showing up for work, even though they get back pay.
Do you know that the greatest percentage of Obamacare users are early retirees?
Yeah.
And not financially
Strapped
needy people.
Yeah. In other words, fat cats are out there, you know,
Yeah.
and taking advantage of it. Even people that made over $100,000 a year and stuff.
Getting
like
the
that.
subsidies.
Yeah. And then plus the Antifa types that are on it too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're out there, young people out there refusing to work and just getting on these programs. Hanging out. Doing Molotov cocktails. Harassing ICE. The list runs on and on and on. But they weren't worried about health care. I promise you. I promise you. Now, what they were trying to do was frighten everybody over the health care. Now, this is going to get fixed one way or the other. Somehow, maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad. Who knows? Who knows? Because the two sides are at odds with each other. But you can thank your lucky stars that we do have a little bit of an edge with the Democrats.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Crazy stuff. I'll see if we can get this to work. This is really, really should piss you off. So we'll see here. We'll flip it over here and see if we can make this work. We'll do the audio, and here we go.
TikToker pours pink paint all over 7 motorcycles. His excuse? He claimed bikers were killing the planet, calling them old men poisoning the air. Every gallon of paint, a symbol of climate change blood. But what he didn't know is those bikes belong to the Desert Eagles MC, a crew of grandfathers and veterans who have been meeting at the same diner for years. One Harley Road King he trashed was the last gift the man's wife had gave him before she died. Instead of swinging, the man stared straight into the live stream camera and said, "My name is Wayne Patterson. I was a paramedic for 35 years. These men you mock built homes, taught kids, and ride for charity. We're not villains. You just filmed your own felony." Minutes later, police sirens cut through the air. The live stream ended with the TikToker in cuffs, his followers turning on him, sponsors dropping him, his fame collapsing overnight. He thought he was making a statement, but all he did was paint his own downfall. I don't know all the facts of this, but man, if this was my bike, I would have took my belt off and this kid would have understood what it was like growing up in the 80s in the Bronx. So this TikToker pours pink paint all over 7 motorcycles. His excuse? He claimed bikers were killing the planet, calling them old men poisoning the air.
Well, the audio was out of control.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it done fast enough, but yeah. Wow, OG. Who does that? Somebody
More-
really gets.
More
It's a good thing the
evidence-
cops showed up. Let's
More
put it that way.
evidence of the radical left.
It's a good thing the cops showed up. I'll tell you that
Yeah.
much. Because some groups would just tear his ass apart.
Oh yeah, he would have not have made it out of there alive.
No. But you ain't gonna believe this one, OG. Well, wait a minute here. I'm gonna let them hear me what I used to sound like. This is called hype versus reality. And this happens to our community a lot. But we're going to do it. I'm going to show you before multiple cancers and before my vocal cords were messed up during the surgeries or whenever that happened. But let's do this just for grins. We'll play a little bit of this. And so let me get it set up here. Here we go. This is Butch Popeye Moss with Texas Biker Radio, Sons of Liberty Riders MC. You've heard me talk about the hype by law enforcement that doesn't match the realities on the ground as far as motorcycle clubs are concerned, and in particular 1% clubs. Now, I'm sure you've heard of what went on in South Dakota when the Banditos, a 1% club, was going to a national meetup. I think it was in Utah. Well, anyway, they were stopped by law enforcement in groups, and they were issued citations for such crimes as riding too close together. That's right, riding peg to peg. Now, motorcyclists have been riding peg to peg for decades. It can be done safely, and motorcycle clubs in particular take great care in making sure that their team members are well trained and that their bikes are in good working order, and so you don't hear very much about any kind of accidents due to bikes riding peg to peg. So we feel that that's just an excuse to harass, is all that is. And as you heard, the news media grabbed hold of it in South Dakota and then started talking about the incident, the fact that they were pulled over in groups, and I guess with that particular club, if one is pulled over, they all stop. Now, the news media and the police said, well, we're taking every precaution we've got a plan to make sure our citizens are safe. Now, I'm going to say safe from what? Motorcycles riding too close together? Motorcycles that may be doing a few miles an hour over the speed limit? Motorcycles that maybe didn't do a turn signal the proper way, or the way that they think they should make a turn signal, either by hand or by electric measures. So, the hype doesn't match the realities on the ground. And I'm sure other 1% clubs get the same mess, the same harassment, because that's all this is. The hype put out by law enforcement and the media doesn't match the reality on the ground. And the citizens of South Dakota or Black Hills or wherever it is they're going do not have anything to worry about from bikers. Well, yeah, you're right, Hardware. Mine was, the whole damn thing was mute. You weren't hearing either one of us. So I don't know where we left off at after we shared that video. But what we were saying was that what we were saying in that video where I was speaking just to show off my voice back years ago, before the cancer and everything, what we were saying is that is still happening today. The hype doesn't match the reality. And law enforcement will exaggerate things. But let me tell you, if you're a biker and you're latched on to one of those cartels, you're going to be in serious, serious trouble because they're going to track everybody down now that they've been deemed as terrorists. Yeah. So we got a suggestion up there, OG.
Yeah.
The audio stream current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. You know, I try to. That's what I set it on. That's what they're saying there. That's what I did.
You've got crappy internet.
I don't know. I guess I did that with my voice.
Yeah.
So, anyway, okay, let's see. The Ghost Eagle is there. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Next time you guys try to be on time. But anything you want to end with, OG? Oh, wait a minute. We do have OG. I didn't even. Well, wait a minute. What's this guy doing? For you young people out there are some evil people. And Edward York is his name. Now, Tammy Duckworth, see, he's a staffer, and he was pretending to be a lawyer and trying to help illegal aliens, went into the ICE facility
Yeah.
claiming he was a lawyer. And I don't know why they put a picture of her up there. His picture should be up there.
That's right.
He should have had his ass exposed. But he's one of her staffers, so they put her out there. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But that's the media for you. That's the media. And so I'm not even going to play him because he's a freaking communist, a nut. Young people, do your due diligence. Know what communism is. Know what socialism is. And actually, OG, most of our career, that's all we did was fight communism.
That's right.
That's, I mean, as military men, that's who our enemies were and still are. Look at Russia. Look at China. That's communism. And what's going to happen with New York is the same thing that's going to happen with California. Except for California, I think it's going to go first. But then again, maybe it's New York. But you can't trust Kathy Hochul, the governor. She won't give in on some of this stuff. When the radicals go after her ass. And they're going to. I don't know why you would vote this guy as mayor. He has no executive experience. None. He had never had a job. But yet he's going to handle $1 billion economy. He know not what he do. And then he's going to take those grocery stores. I can't wait, OG. I can't wait and the exodus out of New York is already happening, just like it's happening in California. People are getting the hell out of Dodge, those that can. And others are going to try and save their business. But as he screws with the police and gets rid of them and puts in social workers, I can't wait to see the results.
Yep.
That's what's going on in the UK and all that stuff. All you got to do is look at what's going on over in Europe. They are fighting in the streets. They're going to collapse. The Muslims are saying they're going to take over. They're going to take over. And as these countries continue to bring people in, their culture is going to be destroyed. Period. And we can't say this enough. We can't say this enough. Our grandkids, if we don't get control of this, our grandkids and our kids will be fighting these son of bitches in the streets. Just like what's going to happen in Ireland, in London, the UK as a whole, and all over Europe. Things are just going to be, because they continue to bring them in. And now they're talking about bringing them in out of Gaza. They're out of their minds. They are out of their minds. The only thing these people know is hate and war. That's it. That's their mission. And OG, one last thing here. I didn't even know Norton was a thing anymore. But there's some new Nortons, 2026.
Really?
Yep. And India bought them. I guess they've been back into production in the last couple of years. I didn't know it. Hadn't heard about it. But there they are. Looks like sport bikes to me. But they're going to be, India bought them. A company out of India. So I don't know how much they paid for it. Maybe they got a great deal, but hey, they're trying to bring the Nortons back, and that's not like the old Nortons. No. No. Oh, and one of the new things they claim that that's a Fat Boy. That's a new Fat Boy for 2026.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't look anything like a Fat
It
Boy.
looks more like a Slim,
Yep.
a Softail Slim. That's what it looks like to me. But hey, who knows? And of course, now Yamaha is coming out with a instead of an R6, an R7, and it's probably faster than hell.
Looks fast.
Yeah, it does. It looks fast sitting still. Yeah. Okay, I see. Okay, Solar Hardware says it looks like a BMW, sorta.
It's talking about
Ghost
the
Eagle
Norton.
says they'll win the race to the wood chopper. So, yeah. Okay. All right, you guys. All right, well, hey, look, we're just about done. We got to wrap it up so we can get this on TikTok. We got 2 minutes to spare. So, you guys, we'll catch you later. Have a great evening.